Racism. Racism is bad. I don't think anyone out there is going to argue against that. Well, I mean, there's going to be some people that argue against that, but the vast overall majority of people believe wholeheartedly in their heart of hearts, racism is bad. So what happens when racism comes for everything? What happens when you have people that sit there and they look for every little thing that they can in order to assign a racist label to it? See, me personally, I always ask the question, what do they want? What does that particular person want? Are they after fortune and glory? Are they after fame? Are they trying to, because we've discovered all we can discover in this world. No, we haven't, but I mean, we've discovered a lot of what we can discover, and the upcoming generation doesn't have a certain belief that they can go for. They don't have a something on the horizon to look forward to. There's not something they're pining for. It's either the depths of the ocean or out in space at this point in time. And if you get a gender study degree, I'm sorry, you're not going either of those places. They're not going to put human resources on the Mars. Okay. I'm just saying, they're probably not going to have human resources on Mars. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, you're going to look for any problem you can to stake your claim. And since we're currently in the woke generation, Mary Poppins has been accused of racism over Chimney Sweep scene. Yeah. This image here, Mary Poppins and Bert and the Banks children looking over London with the chimney sweeps. They got soot on their face. You know what that is? It's problematic. According to some people, it's racist. According to other people, it's not. Look at it. Look at it. It's soot. All right? It's not a Michael Jackson dance-off from 1984, apparently winning with the moonwalk. Anyway, it's just ridiculous stuff here. So it says, in an op-ed from the New York Times, Daniel Pollack-Pelzner, an English professor at Linfield College, argues that the story has some troubling racist tones to it. While originate in the original books written by P.L. Travers, permeate into films, Pollack-Pelzner specifically cites one of the 1964 film's most memorable scenes, the one in which Mary Poppins is seen blacking up her face with soot while dancing with chimney sweeps. Yeah, I mean, sure, if that's how you want to, again, 80% white on the face. 80% white on the face. It's not full on Al Jolson at all, but that doesn't matter apparently. He says here, one of the most indelible images from the 1964 film is of Mary Poppins blacking up. When the magical nanny accompanies her young charges, Michael and Jane Banks, up the chimney, her face is covered in soot, but instead of wiping it off, she gamely powders her nose and cheeks even blacker. She then leads the children on a dancing exploration of London rooftops with Dick Van Dyke's sooty chimney sweep Bert. Sure. Yeah, that's in the movie. That's there. That's a scene, you know? What I love is that he tries to like argue that he goes on, this is where the article tries to like justify, Pelzner's claims. It says the scene itself may not be problematic, but its roots are, according to Pelzner. Travers' books make for some troubling associations between blackened skin and chimney sweeps and racist stereotypes. In the 1943 novel, Mary Poppins opens the door. A maid screams, "Don't touch me, you black heathen." While later, the chimney sweep approaches the cook, the maid threatens to quit, exclaiming, "If that Hottentot goes through the chimney, I shall go out the door." For context as to why that's so problematic, the term Hottentot is an archaic slur used to describe black South Africans. It's a term used in the Disney movie as well. Okay. Are there some racist undertones in P.L. Travers' books? Yeah. There is. That's fine. Let's agree on that particular front. But were they portrayed as such in the movie? The answer to that is no. So by trying to argue, see this again, this is where we come into that weird problem of trying to like attack one medium over another. You know, it's like Mark Twain. And you have the character N-word Jim. I'm not saying the word. I don't like the word, to be honest with you. You have N-word Jim. And in the books, N-word Jim is not, there's no blink. It's there. The word is there. That's the name of the character. Character in literature. A character in a very popular, very well-known, very beloved book that was written in a totally different time. And as a result of that, people have tried to change it. They've changed it in certain publications to N-word Jim, which must be a very odd thing for class readings. when the two students pick up and he goes, well, Huck and N-word Jim were on the raft. You know, I mean, it's a little bit weird. Because the thing is, when you say it like that, like, you know exactly what it is. So I don't really see the point of hiding it as often. Just don't use the word. Just go Jim. I guess if you're going to change it, don't just put N-word Jim. Just put Jim. Anyway, I'm off topic here. I view a story like this, I view an accusation like this, something that it's just someone that's looking for a reason to make a name for themselves. Someone looking to cause a stir for no other reason than they just want to see their names printed in the headlines, and never in a good way. Never in a good way, never in a glorious way, never in a grand way. You didn't discover a new plant life. You didn't discover a new insect that can shit silk and cure cancer. You went back to a 50-year-old movie, a 55-year-old movie, and we're like, she played up a bit. That's racist. I shall write about this in the New York Times, because that's what we need more of in our country right now. That's what we need more of in the country right now. But that's just the world we live in. And listen, I'll be fair. I'll be fair here, guys. Part of my job is covering this type of crap, which means I draw attention to this type of crap. I get that. It's a vicious, terrible shit cycle that I am not a fan of. But at the same time, I believe that I am, adult enough to look at past publications, past expressions of art, to see them for what they are, to see that they were crafted and created and molded and designed and put together, produced in a different time when things were different. And that knowing that it's different and knowing that we don't live in that time anymore, it's not glorifying what was done. It's understanding and acknowledging that life is different now. And we're not going back to that. But the way that people get their attention now is to plant their flag in something as outlandish as they can to get their name in print, to get people outraged on the internet for the clicks and the views and the money and the power. Maybe power, but definitely money. And that becomes a problem. Not everything is racist. Not everything is homophobic. Not everything is bigoted. And you don't always have to point it all out. Because all that you do when you point it out, it's not you're shining a light on something to open up a broader conversation. It's shining a light on something because you are specifically looking to profit off of it. Something that is 55 years old, that is ultimate, that is yes, contained within the annals of pop culture. And that's there. Just go like, yeah, that does, she, if she would have gone like full blackface, I could probably see it. Fine. But it's a little bit of soot. Again, look at the image here. It's a little bit of soot. Not that big of a deal. Not the end of the world. Not a Michael Jackson dance-off with shoe polish on the face. You know what I mean? But of course, that's not the world we live in. The world we live in is one where people have to be mad about something. So why not attack a 55-year-old movie? Oh, right. No, you only attacked it because a new movie came out, so it's in the headlines, so you want to capitalize on that. Here's the thing, Pelzner. We see through you. That's not even a question. We see through you. You want to argue that the books are based in that? Sure, fine. But it's just, it comes across as pointless outrage in modern culture, which is simply designed to get you fortune and glory, and nothing more and nothing less. But I leave it to you guys. Your thoughts, your opinions. Is Mary Poppins racist? Is the scene blackface? Is the book racist? Is the movie racist? Is everything racist? Where do we stand on that front? Because I'm curious to know your thoughts. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Thumbs up the video if you want. Leave a comment. All that good jazz. Peace out. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Since you're here, why don't leave a comment? Let me know what you think about stuff. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that as well. And you check out any of these great, fantastic, amazing commentary tracks by me. That's right. I'm not egotistical and narcissistic at all. I'm just your average, everyday, normal YouTuber. Thanks for watching.